Hello, welcome to our new subscribers, and thank you very much to everybody who's been subscribed for a while and still supporting us. It's really appreciated. Thank you very much for all your comments, and also the useful pointers as for the log burner. Lillian is currently in the UK, as you know, or as you'll definitely see in this video. So I'm home alone. I've had a couple of little jobs I got done, which I'll show you in this. And I've just returned back from a lovely dinner with one of our neighbours, who took pity on me, I think. Thank you very much, Rudy. Thank you very much, Elkia. So, hopefully you enjoy this video, and we'll see you on the next one.
Well, same time of the day as I usually go to work. Beautiful sunrise happening over there. Where are you taking me?
Taking you away, far, far away.
Off to the airport. That is quite a beautiful sunrise though. Okay, this is the most ridiculous piece of road. There's actually a motorway over there that we want to be on, and we have to go all the way down here to another roundabout to then come back and get on it over there. It's ridiculous, isn't it? That's the motorway we want.
Yes. It's a little bit crazy.
And it's full of crazy people trying to get to work.
Yes.
Driving like really crazy people. Yes.
Give them space to have their own accident. Don't want involving in it.
Exactamundo.
I suppose it's also because everybody's used to driving in this big town.
Yes.
And we're not.
We've become country bumpkins.
Well, there's more as country people before we arrived in Spain. We didn't like the big towns and big cities.
So we've just come down this bit of road, gone around that roundabout, and having to go back up again now. It's kind of crazy.
Yes. I suppose it's less expensive than actually building off ramps and stuff.
I suppose.
Down
yes.
Back up.
Yeah. That jingle is the alarm at home. There's two dogs left home alone, and they're wandering around the house setting the alarm off. And there we are on the motorway.
Yes, get ready for wacky races.
Absolutely. Proper sunrise. That's going to be blinding.
It's not too bad actually. It's just at the right place. I've got the ITV sticker shading me a little bit.
You have to have a sticker showing you've got your MOT. Actually, on the front windscreen, that's that little sticker you can see the top right hand corner there. You display you have a valid MOT actually on your vehicle at all times. Just check the footage. There is a dog home alone trying to find something on the kitchen countertop and the dining room table.
Is he now?
Yes, he is.
Yes. Dover's with us.
Rather than leaving Sir home to get anxiety and destroy things, we've brought him with us. It does mean that Chris will have to just pull up at the airport and I'll jump out. He'll have to stay in the car with him, otherwise he'll freak out.
Yeah, dump and run.
Oh, thanks. Here we are coming up on the airport now. What's it been? 40 minutes from home?
No, actually, we've been a bit longer because we got stuck behind lorries, so we've been about nearly an hour.
Okay. Still nothing really in the grand scheme of things.
No, it's only because we got stuck behind all that marble quarry traffic and everything.
Yes. So I'll stop recording now, and I will show you how it goes after I've been dumped and somebody's run.
Yes.
Painless. Just working my way through the airport now to security. system worked. There was lots of people in the queue, but they got through us really, really quickly. So heading off now to security and see what we can do from there. I think there's a coffee on the cards. Now going to the obligatory smelly duty-free shop. Make you go through the duty-free to get to your gate, don't they? In the hope of grabbing it. Reeks in here, all the different perfumes. I hate it. Very strange. I went through passport control. They insisted on stamping my passport as I was leaving. What else doesn't matter? I've got residency card. She just went, yeah, she's in a bad mood. It's what it is. So I'm now heading to my gate, which is miles away, of course it is. And I've got about an hour before my flight. It was all good. I've just received a notification that Chris has just got home because he turned the alarm off. So he told my phone. Let's see if he's found any destruction from the dogs. Let's hope not.
Right, that's me back from dropping Lillian off at the airport. Let the dog out. Had a good look around. No damage. No sneaking of the dogs on the comfy chairs. So that's all good. The dog said their necessary hellos back to Dover. Completely ignored me, to start with. So Lillian's got through security okay. She's just now waiting to get the call to board the plane. Yes, I hope she has a good flight. She's not particularly keen on flying. Makes her arms ache. Anyway, right, I've got a couple of jobs I want to get done today, which are just household ones. So that gives me a day off from actually doing anything working on the property, other than household things.
Doing this surreptitiously. Those people there have been queued for actually about 35 minutes in the non-priority queue. And everybody over here is queuing and the queue just keeps going on and round the corner and round behind those people. At the end of the day, they've got your suitcases on the aeroplane. They're not going without you at this point. But they want to be first in the non-priority because Ryanair makes you pay for suitcase, for being first in the queue, for this, for that, for the other. So you're cattle. You're being herded like cattle. But they have been stood there for all that time. I just don't get it. It breaks my head. Anyway, each their own, all that jazz. Well guys, leaving a beautiful sunny day here in Alicante. We'll see what we get at the other end. It's going to be interesting times. I've got my jumper, just in case. Okay, landed through customs, through passport control, off to find car rental bus. There's a bus that buses you to where the car rental village is, and I have a car booked ready to take me on my way. That was really painless, it was really good.
Well, just now, I've just had a visitation. The guy we bought the wood off, he dropped us off a bit of a freebie. Some bags of starter wood, which was brilliant. Hello, Dover. Hello, mate. I know. I'm a bit busy right now. Look. You're in the way. Good boy. So, now I've got dog paw prints all over my t-shirt. So we've got this sort of wood. And he seems to gets it from a place that makes shoes. Look. You can see it's a weird spoon or something with a little what's it on the end. And we also got lots of nice dry wood. This is olive. So got those 2 bags full. Didn't cost us anything. But he also asked me to just do him a favour He doesn't speak particularly good English, and why should he? But one of his customers is an elderly gentleman, is a little bit hard of hearing, and he needed to know if he needed some more wood for this winter. So he asked me to call. So he made the phone call and passed me over, and after a bit of a difficult conversation with an elderly gentleman, I think he was also a bit nervous because all of a sudden somebody else was talking to him and he didn't know who it was, so I explained who I was. I explained that I was also a customer and I'd been asked to speak to him on the guy's behalf so he knew what to do, which I thought was awesome. I felt quite good about that. So my Spanish is terrible. It's very, 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 very basic, embarrassingly so considering how long I've been here. But we managed to have a conversation, so that was good. Look at that dog. Somebody just walked past. He's watching them again. What are you going to do when we put a fence there, mate? You're not going to be able to hang over that. We need to put a little tiny bit of a fence there as a bit of a barrier because it is quite dangerous if you walk in there. So that's another project that we will eventually do once we eventually get the caves done, and then we start on this garden area. It won't be a very high fence, but it will just be sort of like there's a fence here and it's there for a reason. What are you two reprobates doing now? Loki, did you know you hadn't licked your ear? Well, you know, it's sometimes. You get some jobs done and you just step away and think, oh, I'll finish that another day. And that other day ends up in a week. And that week ends up in multiple weeks. Okay, so we still actually need to do in this downstairs toilet. Up there. That wall just up there. It just needs a rub down and then some paint. So I'm in odd job mode while Lillian's away. So I'm going to get that done. And then that's this room finished. As far as I know. Unless we decide to paint the walls, which we don't know yet, we haven't decided. And also, Lillian's been mentioning, in passing, in a subtle way, that she would like the mirror putting up in the upstairs bathroom as well. Well, that was most definitely an exercise in getting dusty. I'm absolutely covered in it. And I got it on the floor. And on the floor. And on that wall there, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, it doesn't look that much different, but it's done, so that's cool. Right, it's had its first sizing coat. So hopefully in the morning when I do another coat, it'll take that well. So we're having a mirror put there, and the electric cables go about here, run along there, and these are the crazy little plastic clips that hold it on. It's just plastic, so I can't use them in that because then you want really small screws as well. So I've got the gungy stuff. I have tape of masking so I can stick it to the wall and it won't damage the paint. So again, there's no room, so I shall show you it once it's done. Hope it doesn't go bang in the night. Well, it won't go bang in the night. I hope it doesn't go bang and fall over. And there we go. It went quite well. So I put the gluey stuff on the back, and lined it up to where we wanted it, and it's on. It's brilliant. It's kind of gone like sort of like it's sucked to it with the adhesive, and it's well stuck. So that's brilliant. But I still put that masking tape on just to be sure, so it doesn't come this way. It won't do anyway. I'm convinced it won't. But belts and braces. So that's another job done. Right, let's have the second coat. It still looks a bit patchy over there and a little bit on this side, but last night once it dried, it was pure white. So I'm hoping that this is all I need to do now. We'll see what happens later. I've done down the door frame that side. Hello, Loki. I've done down the door frame that side. You coming to inspect? No. Okay. So, see what happens later on, and hopefully this is all I need to do. Okay, and this has had, well, blooming heck, more than 12 hours. I don't actually know. Don't know how many hours it's had. Lots. Right. I'm going to take one piece of the masking tape off and hope that it doesn't take the paint with it. Awesome. Right. I'll get the rest of them off. There we go. All done. I'll leave it a little bit longer because it does say up to 24 hours, so if I give it its 24 hours, then I'm not making a mistake. I'll get some white vinegar and clean the glass, or just a glass cleaner. I think we've got some glass cleaner, but I know we've got white vinegar. So I'll get that done, and that's this room completely finished. Finally, another job done. You can see a little Dover there inspecting. It's as if the dogs are like quality control. They don't get it. They make mess.